Hello everybody, welcome to Yorkshire Yarn Fest. My name's Tanya, I run the Woolly Tangle and I'm going to just waffle for a bit while people come and join us. There we go, people logging in now, it's always reassuring. My name's Tanya, I run the Woolly Tangle. I live in, it's currently a very grim North Wales, so I've got my big studio lights up. I feel like I kind of need my sunglasses a little bit, but at least you can see me, so that's okay. I was at the physical show yesterday, so I'm a little tired around the edges, but we had an absolutely wonderful day. Really lovely to get out and see so many of you, and just squish things and admire knitwear and just have a bit of normality. But equally, it's lovely to be able to come on here and see you all on here as well today, for those of you that were a bit too far away to come and join us, or frankly just didn't fancy the weather in the morning. It was grim and horrible. So I've got a few things to show you today. I hand dye yarn and I do project bags, as you can see from up here. I'm going to do my very best weather forecasters impression. Basically, a few of us were talking yesterday and we decided it was just best to just sit on the floor, so I'm giving that a go today. I guarantee all of this will be on the floor by the time I finish. Promise. Right, so shall we get started then? Because if I waffle too long, I don't have enough time to show you stuff. So what should we start with? Right, okay. So I have a few patterns that I've designed myself, and these were some of the things that were most popular yesterday. So we'll start with those. So I have this one, which is called Broken Light. Now, it's a really big, long asymmetric. So it's quite it's quite hard to get it all in shot. But this one, it's a very simple pattern. There's a stocking stitch panel, there's some pearl garter. So that's those there, and you change colour on the pearl garter rows, so it looks much more complicated than it is. And a little lace section, which I've kept quite simple. Now this one is done in a camel silk yarn, which I am clearing out. And also, as I've expanded the colour range over the last couple of years, pre-pack kits just don't make much sense. So I've got some pre-pack kits to clear out. So this one in the camel silk, this is a really lovely base. I'm gutted to be getting rid of it, but it's just not a very good seller, and I don't have the room, if I'm honest, on the show stalls. So you can see you've got a really lovely drape from it, and it's very soft and squishy. So we've got some colours in that. So that one is the steel. These are all on the website. So I'm at the Woolly Tangle, 2 O's, 2 L's, .co.uk. I'll put all this in the blurb when I finish the video. But we've got Heathery. So these are the other colours available in the kits. We've got Tutti Frutti. They've all come undone. That's not very helpful. They're missing their friends. We've got Verdant, which is a nice green, and Slate. I reckon that'd make a really lovely monochrome one. So those are reduced down now from 53 down to 41. And I should say there is a coupon code active on the website, which is Yorkshire Yarn Fest, all one word. That will get you 10% off, but not on the stuff that's already marked down. It's full price only. But these are marked down by slightly more than 10%, so I think you're probably still gaining. Right, I've also got a few of those in a merino bamboo. So we've got a few of these as well. Yeah, so there's another grey there. That's Stormy Skies. Sorry, that's Summer Border, that one. I realise I'm just waving it at you, not telling you what it is. So these are on a merino bamboo base. So it's just a bit squishier, a bit, bulk is the wrong word, but the camel silk is very sleek. And it takes the dye differently, so that's blue tit, so you get a slightly punchier colour. Right, let's see what else we can, you see, look, I mean, we're already 6 minutes in, how do I waffle so much? Now I re-knitted the sample in some of the merino silk, which is what I'm mainly dyeing with now, and I've got to be honest, this was the standout bestseller yesterday. This was a runaway success, this, which was quite gratifying, having spent 3 weeks re-knitting it. So it's exactly the same pattern, it's just done in a different base. The merino silk is very nice to knit. It's very smooth, very sleek, is that the right word, possibly? But it's very soft as well, and again you get a really lovely drape, and it's really nice and warm to wear. So those two, oh dear, are there. That is teal and mushroom. Now I will also say, I know not everybody knits shawls and not everybody wants to knit my shawls, but I'm kind of using it as a good opportunity to just wave the yarn in front of you as well. So there's there's some colour combos of the yarn coming up as well. So they work equally well for jumpers. It'll be fine. So yeah, so that one is dark teal and the mushroom. Now luckily for you, those are two colours that I have web stock and show stock. I don't have everything duplicated, but I do because the show stock's gone yesterday. So there are plenty of those left on the website if you wanted to do that one. Now this is where we just pull everything off and make a mess, I think. So other yarn combos, other colour combos on the merino silk. So you could also do, so that's, I've had a bit of a nightmare trying to get these in the right place. So that's Misty Morning, which is a very soft grey blue. So that pairs quite nicely with Grassy Hollows. Yeah, so it's kind of getting a little bit bright, isn't it? But we'll just run with it. I can't move the things now. There's a lot of, I've got a lot of quite subtle neutrals. So this is Confetti Petals. That's a very pale pink with a bit of peach and just a little bit of very, very soft grey through it. So that works quite well with either the pinks, or you can go more to the grey side and put something like Equinox with it. How do people do this? So you've only got two hands, I don't know. So there we go. Oh, there we go. So that's quite a subtle variation. Some darker, punchier colours. So this one is Faded Glory. So this is kind of inspired by, I used to be a gardener before we had children and I couldn't afford the childcare. So this one's inspired by all those kind of faded rose sort of summer colours that I'd really like to see. Now it's all just dreary and grey, isn't it? But it was so nice out in the garden. But that pairs nicely with Berry. And you could also pair that with the Clematis, the purple. No, that's not Clematis. Sorry, that's Raspberry. Clematis is coming in a minute. So that's the mid raspberry, that one. Clematis is there. That's the Clematis. So actually this isn't, my mum has one of these in her garden. It's absolutely gorgeous. That's where that came from. So that one goes nicely with Summer Pudding. There we go. Got there in the end. And you can also go across that way to the red, or you could tone it back to the pinks. Basically, I try and make sure that I've got a lot of the same kind of tones, a lot of the same underneath colours, if that makes sense, so that you can mix and match across most of the colour ranges. If you're looking for mix and match, obviously if you're not, just go with one of the colours that you like. That's perfectly okay as well. Right. A lot of these are new as well since I last did Yorkshire Yarn Fest. I had a massive bulk up for Yarndale. The sweater is Raindrops by Tin Can Knits. This is in the, there we go, sweater, ta-da. It's still not quite finished because I've got some lovely buttons to put on the sleeves and I can't, every time I think I'll do those buttons, I can't find them. And then they turn up when I haven't got time. Typical. I'm a bit partial to Tin Can Knits because their sizing is brilliant and the patterns are great. I'm just checking the time. Okay, we're all right. Right, okay, so, and these are some more of the new colours that I've bought in lately. So the one in the middle here is Verdigris Light. There's a dark version as well, depending on how you roll. So that's a mix of a kind of very pale teal and then a gold mixed in as well. So that fits well with some of the teals. It also goes well with that nice warm golden there. I need to leave a couple of minutes to show some bags as well, don't I? So I'll stop waffling. Right, so what else have we got to show you? Right, so we've got a few, I've got a very, very limited quantity of yarn left for those. This is the Intertidal Shawl, which again is easier than it looks. So this sort of picot edge, it's a bit curly after being out in a damp auction mart yesterday, sorry. That is just a natural effect of where the cables lie. So if you fancy doing that, I've only got a couple. I've got one of the berry left, and these are reduced down to £14, £14.70 to be precise, I should say. I've got a couple of those. That's the Winter Skies and a few Summer Seas. So if you fancy going and doing that one, you need to get in now because there aren't very many left. And I won't be restocking. That's a mohair sock yarn, that one. So it's just got a little bit of fuzz, but it's quite hard wearing as well. But I haven't got more of those in stock. It's just a few of those left. Right, okay, a couple of minutes. Let's show you the bags. Let's show you some of the bags. So I've got the Christmas ones out because if I'm not careful, I just get everything out and then there isn't time to go through it. So these are the new style drawstrings. I've just changed these around. So these have got quite a big bottom, just like me, and I don't care. So I've got the Christmas ones out just to show you the sizes. So this one is the smallest size. So we've got drawstring on the top, we've got a little herringbone handle there. These will take 2 cakes flat on the bottom. So perfect for socks, for small shawls, hats, mitts. We're kind of heading into hats and mitts weather now, aren't we? There's masses of other designs for all of these. I'm just into Christmas at the moment. I thought I'd get Christmas ones out. Right, mid-size Christmas trees. So these ones will take a very big bottom, around about 6 skeins. Now obviously this all depends what else you're trying to get in. So if you're trying to get needle rolls and all that sort of jazz in, you're not going to get so many. But in terms of just purely yarn, to give you an idea of the size, you can get about 6 in that one. And then the biggest ones, these will take about 800 grams of yarn. And this one's got baubles on it. Look, isn't it lovely? I'm really very excited about this. I don't know why. I'm not usually this excited about Christmas. Silly, isn't it? It's Halloween. Oh, that reminds me. Before I forget, Halloween, I have two pumpkins left. That's it. 2. So if you want a pumpkin, again, get in now. There's only 2. That's it. Once those are gone, that's it. I got a very, very small amount of fabric. So that's it. So we also have about 10 seconds. No, it's not quite that bad. I've got a couple of minutes. So up on the top that you can't see very well are the zip bags. So the drawstring designs are fairly new. I used to do drawstrings and I just changed the design because why not? But there's plenty of zips as well. If you have small children or animals that like to eat your yarn, we just like to keep it organised. So again, it's Christmas. So there are sock size. So these are the 2 sock patterns for Christmas. Plenty more label website. Christmas isn't really on the horizon yet. No, I haven't got any down here yet. There you go. We've got a mid-size. So sorry, these are sock. So something like 20 tennis, and then I'll lose the these are sock size. So that's about 100 grams. So I've got mid-size, etc. We've got mid-size, which is for shawls or very small cardies. Kind of, I have squeezed 300 grams of it, but it's a little squeeze, better 2. And then this one, I love this one. Are you ready? They couldn't decide what to go for, so they went for everything. So we have llamas, we have unicorns, we have sloths, we have dinosaurs, flamingos, donuts, and Christmas presents. Absolutely fabulous. But that's the sweater size. Actually looks huge against me the way I'm holding it, but that will take about 500 grams of yarn. So we have got, I think we have got the end of the 15 minutes. I'm always astonished how quickly this goes. Basically, I've reset all the yarn quantities this morning. Everything's been unpacked. So if it's on the website, it's in stock and ready to go. There's plenty of bags to go at. There's plenty of yarn. So I am at the Tangle on Instagram. I am all the w's.thewoollytangle.co.uk. And code Yorkshire Yarn Festival will get you 10% off through till the end of tomorrow. So thank you all for joining me. Apologies for the speeding up, it always just runs away with me. It's too much fun, isn't it? But yes, hope you'll have a lovely Sunday afternoon. Stay dry, get some crafting done, get some shopping done, that'd be good too. And I'll see you all next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye.